drive. I got anger in my chest. I got millions on my mind. And you didn't fit the picture. I guess you want the vibe.
Yellow view on my right leg, that's Gucci. Dig what I'm saying? Yellow view on my man, that's Poochie. Dig what I'm saying? Caught a little jet lag, but I'm golden. Yeah. We deserve Grammys and some Oscars. They deserve Whammies, they imposters. I be rolling with my project homies. It's a vibe. I just put the homie. It's a vibe.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Tom Savage's Texans going up against Jared Goff's Rams.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
To throw on second down is Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. First down, Savage. And his first look is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Savage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overramped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now it's Miller, and he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, here's Savage. And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
So after the sack of Savage, the Texans with a 3rd and long forthcoming. Savage from the shotgun snap. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And down he'll go at the 25. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
All right, here we go. Green,
And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down following the run. Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on third. Goff. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they've got it here with a first down. On first and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
In motion left is Watkins. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. To throw on 2nd down is Savage. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Savage on 1st. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Savage. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So after the sack of Savage, the Texans with a 3rd and long forthcoming. From the gun, here's Savage. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Coming off the pick six, it's Savage. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 76 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's got some space here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Goff on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a handoff for Gurley. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Savage on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Miller. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right around the 31. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the gun, Savage. And he's got Miller. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
A first down carry now for Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Operating from the gun. Savage. He's letting this one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Will Fuller, 33 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and it's shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Just 2 yards to go here on second down for the offense. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call.
Robert Woods, the 20. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams... on to their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out comes Houston. First down, it's Savage. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
From the gun, Savage. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, while we have a second, I want to revisit our MVP discussion that we've had the last couple of weeks, because obviously Carson Wentz was a candidate, but he goes down with a knee injury, so 13 games on his resume. Not that he's worried about this, but for our sake, is he still a candidate for MVP?
I think that he still is, but now he's almost at the mercy of what happens around him. And what I mean by that is 13 games is enough. There's plenty of body of work there. But if Tom Brady continues to go off and New England goes in as the #1 seed in the playoffs, you know, that bolsters his case, of course. Antonio Brown from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
After the interception, here's Savage. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Here's Savage now on second. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So after the sack of Savage, the Texans with a 3rd and long forthcoming.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line.
Operating from the gun. Savage going deep for, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Well, super. Got three down, three down. He's crashing.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Take four.
Here's Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now gone. His throw's going to be incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Rams on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Super 66. Check three. Orange. Super.
Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They run. It's Gurley. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. Back to throw. Goff. And got a man. It's Woods. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now it's Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Second and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Texans defense stands tall. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A 1st down throw coming. Savage. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
Here's Savage. Setting up the screen for Miller. Gets around him. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. He's going to let it fly. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining. Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Savage. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air again, Savage. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue, land it. Blue, land it. Over. Detroit. Leopard. Check. Detroit.
Throwing again is Savage. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play.
Set. Green 39.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Now let's go. Green 39. Watching that party. Check 99.
One last throw here for Savage. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.